chose to be recognized together, so we will do that tonight. Our first senior being recognized, Claire Wesley. Claire is the daughter of Andy and Jill Wesley. Her favorite song, Too Young to Be Old by Jax. Claire's favorite movie is Love, Kennedy, and her favorite food is shrimp stir fry. Her favorite hobby is baking, and her favorite pro sports team is the Packers. Her favorite basketball memory is going to state in basketball. When asked what inspired her the most, Claire responded with her family. Advice to underclassmen basketball players, always have a positive attitude and bring your all every day. Claire's future plans are to go to NDSU or to UMary for nursing. Bulldog Senior, Claire Wesley. Our second senior being recognized tonight is Carly Cadoon. Carly is the daughter of Shannon and Nicole Cadoon. A few career basketball stats to recognize for Carly. She currently has 1,323 points on 107 3-pointers, 454 rebounds, 186 steals, 146 assists, and 63 blocks. Carly's favorite song is Parallel by Flatland Cavalry. Her favorite movie is She's the Man. Favorite food is sushi, and her favorite hobby is baking, crafts, and fishing. Her favorite sports team is the Denver Broncos, good luck this weekend, and the Timberwolves. When asked about her favorite basketball memory, was everyone rushing the court after we won the region championship game her sophomore year. When asked who inspires her, Carly responded with her mom. Advice to underclassmen, live in the moment before it's all just a memory. And what's next for Carly? She's going to be attending NDSU next fall. Bulldog Senior, Carly Cadoon.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Milner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's District 1 Division B girls basketball contest between the Richland Colts and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with pregame coverage you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgriPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that bred spring wheat seed, which was the top growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I'd like to welcome you into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. I am Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Jackson Christensen, and we've got an exciting District 1 basketball contest here as the 7-7 Richland Colts take a visit to the 7-7 Sargent County Bulldogs. This is going to be a game that's huge for District 1 standings. As we currently sit, the Sargent County Bulldogs are 3-0 in district play. The Richland Colts are 3-1 in district play. So the Bulldogs technically a half game ahead of the Colts, but this is one of those games that could be a decider as we near the end of regular season play and start to shape up for the upcoming district tournament. Let's take a look at this matchup as we look first at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Richland Colts. They are coached by head coach Olivia Schmidt, and they are coming into this one losing 3 of their last 4 contests. They were defeated by Maple River their last time out on Tuesday after falling to Griggs Dakota the night before. Their last victory was against Tri-State the prior Monday. So for the Colts, as we look at their rotation, we'll talk about it more as we get going. But a couple of seniors on the squad, one in the starting rotation, one going to be coming off the bench, but a fairly young Richland Colts team that is just looking to turn this one around. They got started on a hot start to their season, playing very well. As I mentioned, 3 of their last 4 contests, they were unable to come away with a victory, but as we start to get towards the end of the season, those sophomores and freshmen are no longer freshmen and sophomores, but playing more like sophomores and juniors. So that's going to be something that head coach Olivia Schmidt is going to hope to see some of that growth here in her squad as this game and as this season progresses. Make sure that you pay attention to the forward number 11, Jana Tazarek, a force down low for the Colts, and then plenty of solid guard play. Guards like Abby Fisher and Shelby Granholt going to be some players to watch in this one for Richland. As for the home team on the scoreboard, the Sargent County Bulldogs, it is senior night, as this is the final home game at the MAC for this Bulldogs team. They still have some home games remaining, but those are going to be played at North Sargent. For Sargent County, they are kind of on the opposite side as the Richland Colts. They're playing some of their best basketball here this season, as they're coming in winners of 5 of their last 6 contests. They were victorious against Wyoming Lidgerwood on Tuesday, able to handle the Warbirds pretty easily. That game came off of a loss to Edgeley Montpelier over last weekend. And as I mentioned, they had won 4 games prior to that, so 5 of their last 6 games are victorious for Sargent County. They are coached by head coach Randy Steerstead. He is starting both of his seniors here tonight, Carly Cadoon and Claire Wessler, the 2 seniors recognized prior to warm-ups here in this one. We'll also get to recognize them during the starting lineups, as both of them will get their names called here this evening. As we look at the Sargent County Bulldogs, what has been very effective for them here during this winning stretch of basketball is where they have gotten their offense from. As we mentioned, big victory over Wyoming Lidgerwood on Tuesday. Carly Cadoon, one of those 2 seniors, played probably her best game of the season against Wyoming Lidgerwood. She was able to get 25 points from the floor, 5 of 7 from behind the 3-point arc, as well as saw a solid performance from the junior forward Anong Dang, 16 points and 21 rebounds, and I believe assistant coach Hunter Busman told me that was one shy of the team record of 22. So for Anong Dang, being able to, handle the boards, also scoring from the field, very effective. Also seen some great scoring performances from sophomore guard Mallory Bogart, as well as the freshman forward Allison Yago. So not just 1 or 2 players, but this Bulldogs team is able to score from multiple places on the floor, as well as get contributions from multiple players. That'll do it for our pregame coverage here on yourliveevent.com. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with starting lineups in this District 1 Division B girls matchup here on yourliveevent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
Right, just about to get started here from the floor with starting lineups. Got a couple of announcements here before we get to those starting lineups. So we'll take a look at the starters for the visiting Richland Colts. Starting off, we've got a 5'4" freshman guard, number 4, Kenley Allen. Next up, we have a 5'6" sophomore guard, number 5, Shelby Granholt. Next up, the 5'11" junior forward, number 11, Jana Tazarek. The senior forward, standing 5'6", number 15, Abby Fisher. And the sophomore guard, 5'6", number 21, Ashley Steger. Head coach for the Colts, Olivia Schmidt, assisted by Admiral and Rihanna Lillaby. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups here for the Sargent County Bulldogs on senior night.
And off the home team on the scoreboard, your Sargent County Bulldogs. Starting at guard at 5'7", sophomore, number 3.
First up, the sophomore guard, standing 5'7", number 3, Mallory Bogart.
Starting at the other guard at 5'7",
next up, the 5'7" freshman, number 12, Allison Yago. The 6'2" junior center, number 40, Anang Dang.
Starting at forward, the 5'8" senior, number 23, Claire Wessler.
The 5'8" senior forward, number 23, Claire Wessler. And the 5'9" senior forward, number 22, Carly Cadoon. Head coach Randy Searstead, assisted by Katie Bixby and Hunter Busman. All right, just about to get set here. We'll see how both of these teams want to start this one out. Janet Tazarek going to be the one to tip it up for the Colts. Anang Dang for the Bulldogs. And we are just about to get underway in this District 1 contest. As the Bulldogs going to start off with possession. Cadoon down low to Wessler and unable to get that one to go, but Anang Dang there for the putback. Almost a poetic start to this one. Senior to senior connection, unable to get that one to go was Wessler. So Steger gets it now to Granholt. It's a screen from Fisher. Granholt on the drive, no good. Dang, cleaning up the boards. Her second rebound already, as we mentioned, coming into this one off of a 21 rebound performance, 16 points added as well from the floor for Dang. As Bogart gets it now to Wessler. Wessler gets it back to Bogart. Bogart is going to travel as she loses her footing on the drive. That's going to be a turnover here for Sargent County. So man-to-man defense being played here by Sargent County as we get started. Steger on the drive. Stops, pops, tries to bank it in. Fisher unable to get the putback, but Jana Tazarek fighting for the offensive rebound. Tazarek missed. Abby Fisher comes away with that latest offensive rebound. She is fouled by Bogart, her first, team's first. So good effort crashing the glass offensively for the Colts. Tazarek kicks it out now to Allen. Allen's jumper off the mark. Wessler with the board now to Cadoon. Carly Cadoon bringing it up the floor, guarded here by Abby Fisher. Dribble drive by Bogart, tries to dump it off to Yago. Cadoon, three-point jumper off the mark. Wessler fighting for the board with Ashley Steger. Possession arrow gonna favor the Colts. Both teams doing a good job on the offensive glass. We'll see how that defensive rebounding improves as the evening goes on. Fisher gets it now. This is Granholt is trying to get it to Tazaric, but pass a little off the mark. Dang comes away with it. Bogart now to Kadoon. Kadoon, dribble handoff to Bogart. Bogart, mid-range jumper, a little strong. Wessler again fighting for the offensive rebound, and Claire Wessler able to get the bucket. So did a good job fighting for the offensive rebound last time. Forced the tie-up this time, able to come away with it and gets the bucket. Cross-court skip to Kenley Allen up top now. This is Steger, and her jumper no good. Tazaric again crashing the glass. Fisher coming away with the offensive rebound. Out to Allen. Allen to Steger. Steger back to Fisher. Fisher's mid-range jumper off the mark. Yago comes down with it, gets it ahead to Bogart. Bogart with numbers decides to pull it back. Left alone for three, and she's able to connect. Mallory Bogart with the triple, and just like that, Sargent County 7-0 advantage here. About 2.5 gone in quarter number one. Fisher, cross-court skip to Allen. Allen gets it now. Granhold, her jumper no good. Wessler coming away with another rebound. Sargent County clears. Bogart brings it up the floor, gets it now to Yago. 3 minutes gone in quarter number one. Bogart to Kadoon. Kadoon, that's the screen, kicks it to Wessler. Back to Kadoon. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sargent County patient on offense. Looking for the turnaround jumper is Kadoon, and she gets that one to go. Fourth bucket from 4 different players here for Sargent County as they lead 9-0, nearing the halfway mark in quarter number one. Steger in the corner, trapped. Good job getting it to Fisher. Back up top now. Allen, her deep three off the mark. Bogart chases down the defensive rebound. Colts have had a couple of good open looks, just unable to get them to fall. Kadoon thought about the transition three, instead gets it to Bogart to set up the offense. Yago near side, guarded here by Kenley Allen. Looking for help, skip pass to Bogart, left alone wing, three-pointers up and good. Second triple now for Bogart, and that's gonna lead to a timeout here on the floor as the Colts gonna take the timeout. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. Not new, not national. Bank North is a hometown bank focused on relationships, local decisions, and community support. Find out more at banknorth.bank. So for Sargent County, 12 points coming off of 4 different Bulldog players. Mallory Bogart, 2 triples, so she has 6. But Kadoon, Wessler, and Dang each with a bucket. Colts still looking for their first points here in this first quarter. But what a start for head coach Randy Searstead. As we mentioned here at the top of the show, Bulldogs playing their best basketball here as they near the final stretch of regular season action. Looks to be a 1-2-2 zone coming out of the timeout as we are across the halfway mark. Kadoon pokes it away and unable to track it all the way down, but still a good job, and they did change or reset the shot clock. So fresh shot clock for the Colts. Allen, dribble drive, kicks out. Granhold, her jumper off the mark. Wessler, another defensive rebound. I believe that's 4 rebounds already for Claire Wessler. Kadoon guarded by Fisher. No dribble, good pressure there by Fisher. Trying to get positioning down low is Dang. Bogart up to Kadoon. Kadoon, her three-point jumper off the mark. Rebound chased down there by Avery Gustafson, who checked in after that timeout. Wessler steps in front, gets the steal, able to possess it. Bogart ahead to Kadoon, and Kadoon too strong on that layup. Good look for Kadoon, just unable to convert. Good double down low. Got to be careful there if you're Bogart not to reach. This is Gustafson now to Granholm in the corner. Up top, Allen. Fisher now with the basketball. Left alone in the corner. 2-point jumper off the mark from Avery Gustafson. Wessler, another rebound. Yago Dribble handoff to Bogart. Bogart going to set up the offense down low. And lazy pass there from Wessler, stolen by Kenley Allen. Her take all the way to the basket, no good. Yago comes away with the board. So Sargent County gets a bit of a break as we approach the 2-minute mark. It has been all Sargent County in this opening quarter. Cadoon, her three-point jumper, this time left short. Rebound gets to Shelby Granholt. She will bring it up the floor for Richland. Finally at that 2-minute mark, Allen, her baseline drive, gets it to Gustafson. This shot from Granholt, no good. Offensive rebound gathered there by Bianca Burseth, who checked in at that last timeout. Ball rolling around. Allen now throws up the layup, and she gets that to fall. So about 6.5 minutes into quarter number 1, bucket for the Colts finally as quickly answered there. Bogart, good find to Dang. So Allen, her floater off glass falls. So 6.5 minutes it took to get the first bucket, but not too long to pick up bucket number 2. And Allen is going to draw the foul. She's going to go to the line now, shoot a pair of free throws as Coach Searstead calling for his squad to still be disciplined here, even though they lead by 10 with just over a minute remaining in quarter number 1. So first free throws of the night belong to Kenley Allen. Her first free throw up and good. That foul was on Allison Iago, her first, team's second. Couple of substitutions here for Sargent County as the junior guard, number 4, Caitlin Wangler, and sophomore forward, number 25, Tegan Olson, into the game. As that free throw, no good. Olson with the board gets it to Cadoon. Bogart, cross-court skip pass, her drive all the way to the bucket. Bogart unable to get that one to fall, but she'll go to the free throw line now for the first free throws for Sargent County. So Bogart leads all scorers here with 6. As the first free throw for Mallory is up and good. Checking into the game for the Colts is the freshman guard, number 20, Stella Veely. Second free throw from Bogart, off the mark. Chasing down the board is Cadoon. She gets to it. Cross-court find to Wangler. No good. Good find there as just unable to convert. Under a minute now remaining, and Wangler jumps in front of that pass to Veely. And possession's going to stay here with the Colts. Veely now in the corner. This is Tazarek. Check back into the game. She throws that one away. Stolen by Bogart. Bogart picks up her dribble, but gets it ahead now to Yago. On a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Good hesitation there by Bogart. Bogart steps back for 3. Looks a little long. Is long. Rebound gathered there by Burseth. Tazarek. Her drive stopped by Cadoon. Steger, cross-court find now. This is Tazarek, shot fake. Thought about it. Gets it now to Veely. Her shot no good. Poked out by Burseth, but gathered by Bogart. Bogart, her drive all the way to the bucket. And Mallory Bogart gets that one to fall. She's going to go to the line now looking for a 3-point play. So that foul was on Stella Veely, her first, team's second, as Cadoon's going to take a seat. Dang back into the game. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. First trip for Bogart. As that one off the mark. Dang chases down, saves it, gets it to Olson, and Olson gets it to go at the buzzer. What an effort there by Anong Dang to keep that one alive and for Olson to fire it up.
Business must be good in the concession stand for the boys basketball team. We're running
As
short on quarters again. So
we are through our first quarter of play. Sargent County leads here 19-5. We'll be right back with second quarter action here on yourliveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
19-5 our score here from the MAC in Milner. Sargent County leads over the Colts. Mallory Bogart with 9 points in the first quarter of action. She leads all scorers, as all 5 points in the first quarter for the Colts coming from Kenley Allen. I see the scores not updating since that 15-5 mark. I'll try and get that all updated for you here, as currently it's 19-5 here in quarter number 2. This is Kadoon down low. Her turn, able to get all the way around and gets the bucket to fall. Good job there by Kadoon, turning over that right shoulder. Nice spin move wide open as Allen, her jumper up and good. She's now got all 7 for the Colts. Kadoon gets it into Wangler. Wangler tried to get it to Kadoon. Allen comes away with it. Her drive kicks it to Fisher now. Her baseline jumper up and good. First points for Abby Fisher. First points for someone other than Kenley Allen for the Colts. Wangler, she's got the basketball now. Gets it to Kadoon. Left alone for 3. That jumper off the mark. Fisher comes away with the board. 21-9, Sargent County leads. Minute gone in the second quarter. Left alone for 3 is Ashley Steger. No good. Olsen tries to sky up for the board, unable to secure it. Tazarek into Allen. Good pass there from Allen to Steger. That one no good. Dang, batted the ball away. It looked like Olsen probably had a easy defensive rebound. Fisher no good on that jumper. Good box out there from Olsen. Prevent the Colts from trying to save it. Bogart, cross court find now to Kadoon. Kadoon tried to get it to Olsen. As a substitution here, Lucy Marr checking in for Sargent County. Back in for the Colts, Avery Gustafson, as well as Shelby Granholt. And apparently ask and you shall receive. It looks like our tech guy remotely is trying to fix that score for us. As we've got a jump ball. Possession should stay here with the Colts, and it does. Into Tazarek. Up top now, this is Granholt back to Gustafson. Good ball movement here. Fisher, mid-range jumper, no good. And Burseth blocked by Olsen. Ball still batting around. Gustafson gets to it. And almost a reach-in foul by Olsen. Good, tough play there by Wangler. Olsen, and blocked by Tazarek. Gustafson brings it up the floor, up ahead now. This is Granholt to Burseth. Her jumper falls for the Colts. Her first points, as it is now 21-11. And we're going to have a timeout called here on the floor. This is a full timeout called by the Bulldogs. This timeout brought to you by Bank North, and we'll take time with them as Sargent County leads here 21, Colts 11.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
21-11 the score here from Milner as the Bulldogs lead 21-11 over the Colts. 6-2 the score in the second quarter, so Colts offense starting to come alive just a little bit more here in this second frame. A full court press has definitely helped to at least rattle Sargent County. They have gotten a couple of looks, the Colts have, since they started playing this way. We'll see how the Bulldogs want to handle it coming out of that timeout break. Bogart gets it to Wessler, who checked in there at that timeout. Inside, this is Marr, and Lucy Marr, who checked in prior to the timeout, is fouled. She's going to go to the line now for a pair of free throws. Jana Tazarek, the one who committed the foul for the Colts, her first, team's first in the second quarter, 2.5 gone here in this one. Marr's second free throw, also no good. So empty trip, no harm, one foul, but no harm on it for Tazarek. Cross court find all the way to the rack is Granholt, and that's no good. Unable to secure the rebound was Claire Wessler. I was going to say good, strong rebound from Wessler, but just unable to absorb the full contact. 2-3 zone. Up ahead, this is Allen. Kenley Allen swings to Granholt, unable to secure the pass is Granholt. As a couple of substitutions, Bianca Burseth and Ashley Steger checking back into the game for the Colts. Already seen both teams utilize quite a bit of their bench. Bogart gets the pass from Cadoon, cross court, going to set up the offense now. Yago back to Bogart. Cadoon steps into the middle, floats it up, rattles around, no good. Wessler blocked by Steger. Ashley Steger, nice block there, but Wessler doing a good job on the glass here for Sargent County. Senior playing her final game at the MAC. Still a couple home games in North Sargent. No good on that shot was Cadoon. Steger. Ball poked away, gathered by Bogart. She's streaking up the floor. Looks to be aggressive, stops, kicks. Cadoon gonna drive baseline, gets a good look at the basket. She is fouled. She will now go to the line for her first pair of free throws. Foul on the play is Kenley Allen, her first, team second. Cadoon, first free throw up and good. She's now got 5. Checking into the game, Abby Fisher for Avery Gustafson. And that free throw rattles out for Cadoon. Allen gets it now to Steger. Fisher. Good find there to Burseth as Burseth gets her second shot to go. She's got 4 for the Colts. Yago gets it inside to Cadoon. Down low to Marr. Good pass there from Cadoon. No good. Wessler with the offensive rebound, fighting for it. And we've got a jump ball. Possession going to stay here with Sargent County. Cadoon tried to get it to Bogart. They're going to say last touch by the Colts. Well, maybe a lucky break there, or no, officials are going to discuss. I'm sure they're going to change their call, and they're not. So possession is going to stay here with Sargent County. Maybe caught a break, as this is inbound now to Marr. Bogart gets a screen from Yago. Trying to get it down low to Wessler instead. Swings it up top now to Yago. Under 10 on the clock. Cadoon guarded by Fisher, and Cadoon gonna get fouled. Go to the line now for a pair of free throws. 1 for 2 of her first trip just a moment ago. That foul is on Abby Fisher, her first, team's third. First free throw up and good. Substitutions here. Jana Tazarek for the Colts. Tegan Olson and Ang Dang for Sargent County. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That go around 3 for 4 here on the contest. Fisher swings to Tazarek, and good decision there by Bogart just to let that one go out of play. Three and a half remaining here in the first half of play. Sargent County high scoring first quarter, not as much here in this second frame. Colts actually been leading the way 8-5 in this quarter. Kadoon shot fake, working it around. Good defense played there. Allen, the one who picked her up. Yago tried to get it to Olsen, batted away by Burseth. A little discombobulated here are the Bulldogs under 10. 5 left on the shot clock. Bogart looking for help, gets it to Yago. Bogart heaves and gets it to go. Unbelievable shot there by Mallory Bogart to pick up her third triple. 12 points now is Mallory Bogart as that gets the MAC crowd on their feet. Tazarek skips it far side to Kenley Allen over her head. As Coach Schmidt telling her crew just to relax, as they have played fairly well in this second quarter. However, they trail here by 14. Bogart defended well by Steger, gets it to Olsen. Back to Bogart. Bogart, her drive, left hand layup, no good. Fighting for the board is Dang, gets it to Bogart. As I think Dang was unaware how open she was down low. No one stops ball. Steger all the way to the rack. And Olsen does a good job there right at the end, stepping in front and putting some defensive pressure on that layup. Yago, Kadoon, back to Bogart. Inside, this is Yago, her first jumper, no good. Dang, trying to fight for the board. Olsen gets it, tries to get it to Yago, and is unable to handle it is Allison Yago. So substitutions here. Caitlin Wangler coming back in for the Bulldogs as Shelby Granholt, and I believe that was Avery Gustafson, the other substitution for Richland. Steger, Gustafson, up top now. This is Allen trying to get it down low to Tazarek as we're going to have a tie-up. Possession favors the Colts. Gustafson going to inbound it here for Richland. 97 seconds remaining. Steger, three-point jumper, rattles around, no good. And Yago able to secure the board, gets it to Kadoon. Kadoon tried to throw it ahead to Bogart, and maybe got an assist from the official. Was Sargent County. Steger just unable to gain clear possession. So Sargent County with the basketball. Bogart to Dang, and deflected there by Tazarek. Steger doing a good job in transition. Her layup rattles in and out, no good. Fighting for the board is Allen. She gets it now to Granholm up top. Kenley Allen, her three-point jumper, no good. Good offensive rebound position there is Tazarek as Steger, no good on that one. Kadoon gets the board, tries to fling it. Steger keeps her dribble alive. Kadoon goes diving to the floor as Gustafson now has it. Granholt, and he's going to be fouled there as Dang going to be the one caught for the foul. Shelby Granholt to the line now for a pair of free throws for Richland. This is her first trip to the line, not followed by Dang, her first, team's first. First free throw, no good. Abby Fisher and Bianca Burseth back into the game for Richland. One for two on that trip. Wangler dribbling it up near side, caught in the corner, gets it now to Bogart. Bogart to Kadoon. Kadoon left alone, 4-3. She'll take it and she'll hit it. Carly Kadoon now, she is in double figures with 10. Game clock, shot clock, virtually the same. A couple tenths of a second is the difference. And blocked by Cadoon, I believe. Cadoon floats, no good. Dang comes flying in for the board. Bogart left alone for three. And again, Mallory Bogart, her fourth triple here of the opening half of play. 3-point there, no good, and that'll do it through our first half of play as Sargent County leads big over the Colts, 33-14. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with our halftime show brought to you by Farmers Union. David Bergman Agency, Sargent County leads over the Colts, 33-14.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Today's game is brought to you in part by Snowman and Hoisted Farms. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
What's 33-14 our score here at halftime, as I want to welcome you back into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. I'm Nick Furch, Jackson Christensen, the man behind the camera. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app experience, banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. For our halftime show is brought to you by Farmers Union, David Bergman Agency, your headquarters for home, auto, life, farm, and ranch business, crop, and health insurance. Call 701-724-6252 for more information. Through our first half of play, it's all Sargent County As the first half, the Bulldogs got off to a hot start, 19 points in that first quarter, 9 of which coming from Mallory Bogart. She had 2 triples in that first quarter, as she actually leads all scorers with 4 total three-point shots, 15 points here in the opening half of play. And for the Colts, only 5 points in the first quarter, all coming from their freshman guard, Kenley Allen. However, a much better played second quarter for the Colts. Played well defensively. Were able to actually outscore 8-5. However, the Bulldogs were able to close off the second quarter and were able to outscore them 14-9 in that quarter. So in the first half, as we mentioned, Mallory Bogart leads all scorers with 15 points. Carly Cadoon with 10, the only players in double figures in this one. Kenley Allen leads her squad with 7 points, 5 of which coming in the first quarter. Nong Dang with 4, as well as Bianca Burseth for the Colts with 4. Otherwise, we got a couple of players with just a bucket apiece. Claire Wessler, Tegan Olson for Sargent County, Abby Fisher for the Colts. We will step aside. We'll be right back with more coverage here on our Farmers Union David Bergman Agency halftime show. Sargent County 33, Colts 14.
And I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgroPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Want to welcome you back into our David Bergman Agency Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. As we look at some scores from around District 1 and Region 1, as the regular season starting to near a close, district standings going to really start coming into focus as we go through these final couple weeks of the season. As one of the District 1 games going on right now, Wyoming-Lidgerwood leads over Enderlin 37-22. And the Oaks Tornadoes lead over Tri-State 24-11 at the half. Looking at some region action, actually some District 2 games going on. Edgley, Cole Montpelier, and Napoleon Gackle Street are currently playing. It looks like they just tipped off over in Gackle Streeter. And Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Linton HMB look to be playing in Linton. Haven't seen if that game has started yet, but that's a game going on over in District 2, Region 1 action. over there. As we start to finish up our David Bergman Agency halftime show, let's take a look at some keys for the second half. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, it's going to be moving their feet defensively and being able to stop the drive. For the Colts, they've done a good job of breaking down the defense for the Bulldogs the Colts have, but just unable to capitalize on good looks are the Richland Colts. So that'll be something to watch for as this second half goes on, is will the Colts be able to knock down some of those open jumpers, open layups, those opportunities that they have had throughout the first half of play? Or is it going to be much of the same as the second half is just about to get underway? So for Sargent County, playing defense, for the Colts being able to capitalize on some of those bunny shots, some of those open shots that they had throughout the first half. That'll do it for our halftime show, brought to you by David Bergman Agency of Farmers Union Insurance. We'll step aside. We'll be right back with the second half here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
As we mentioned, this is the final game here at the MAC for the girls basketball team this season. However, 3 of their final 4 games of the regular season are at home. They'll play their final 3 home games at North Sargent. However, they're going to travel to take on Hankinson on Monday. That's their final road game of the season. The Colts will also finish most of their regular season at home. They host Enderlin on Monday and travel to Oaks on Thursday. But first, we've got our second half to finish up here as Fisher pokes the ball away from Carly Cadoon. Some seniors who have played a lot of basketball against one another, and Cadoon picks up right where she left off in that second quarter. She had 8 points in that second quarter, 10 in the first half. Give her 2 quick ones here to match, or excuse me, to get 12 points through first half and change. Down low, this is Allen, blocked by Dang, gets her own miss. Granholt, Steger, Fisher, and Tazarek, the other players for the Colts, as Steger trying to get that to Shelby. Granholt throws it away. Yago, Cadoon, Bogart, Wessler, and Dang on the floor here for head coach Randy Searstead, as that one is lost out of bounds. And we've got a deflection by the official on the far side. So Sargent County is going to get a break and maintain possession. Bogart, her drive, and rebound there by Tazarek. Tazarek tries to go coast to coast, kicks out to Fisher. Steger. Good dribble pull up there from Ashley Steger as she gets that bucket to go. Her first points in this one. Steger had a lot of good looks in that first half. Good for her to see one finally go through. Wangler going to check into the game for Claire Wessler. Cadoon gets it to Bogart, back to Cadoon. Cross court skip fine to Yago. 3-on-2 opportunity for Sargent County. Wangler, her mid-range jumper, no good. Chasing down the board is Steger. Steger able to weave her way all the way to the bucket. No good. Dang comes down with the board, gets it to Cadoon. Up ahead now. This is Bogart. Bogart all the way to the bucket. And she's going to draw the foul, go to the free throw line for a set of shots. Foul there is Shelby Granholt, her team's first of the second half, or here in that third quarter, I should say. First free throw for Bogart is up and good. Two for two from the free throw line is Bogart. She's 3 for 5 in the contest. Sargent County, their largest lead now of 21. Steger. Good defense there by Bogart. This is Allen. Goes at Yago, gets it to Fisher. Her mid-range jumper, no good. Cadoon gets the board, gets it ahead now to Wangler. Wangler gets it now to Cadoon, near side. Cadoon stops, pops, no good. And good job there by Wangler, flying in. Left alone for the mid-range jumper is Wangler. Dang, comes away with the offensive rebound. Cadoon, her mid-range shot, no good. Dang. And she's going to be fouled by Jana Tazarek. Couple of offensive rebounds there for Anang Dang. She is rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe. That foul from Tazarek is her second, team's second of quarter number 3. Dang, up and good. Checking into the game, Stella Vili and Bianca Burseth, as Tazarek and Granholt will take a seat. 2 for 2. The 6'2" junior Anang Dang. Lead up now to 23, Sargent County. Big victory at home on Tuesday, looking to make it back-to-back victories. As that ball poked away, Cadoon gets it ahead now to Yago. Yago drives, turns around, gets it up at the rim, gets her own miss, and follows it up with a put back and gets fouled. She'll go to the line now for a 3-point play opportunity. Is the freshman Allison Yago. Those are her first points, looking to get the old-fashioned 3-point play on this free throw, and does. So 3 points in the contest for Yago. That foul on the play was Ashley Steger, her first, team's third. Steger drives and goes right at Bogart, and good strong finish there by Steger as she gets her second bucket of the second half. 4 points for the sophomore Ashley Steger. Bogart gets it to Cadoon. Cadoon's 3-point jumper, no good. Dang chases out on the offensive rebound. Ball batting around, and she's trying to pass it to somebody running up the floor. Left alone, Vili gets it to Allen. Burseth just inside the 3-point line, leaves it short. Up ahead, this is Bogart. Transition layup for Mallory. Bogart unable to get that one to go. She's going to go back to the free throw line. 3 for 5 so far in this contest. Well, foul was Bianca Burseth as Bogart's first free throw in and out. To Zarek, Avery Gustafson, and Granholt checking into the game for the Colts. Bogart gets that one to go, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by Sargent County, and we will take time with them as the Bulldogs lead by 25, 4:35 remaining in the third quarter.
That half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
43-18 the score here, as we've got a timeout brought to you by Bank North. Banking should feel personal, and at Bank North, it does. They're proud to be local, supporting local teams and the communities they serve. Visit banknorth.bank to learn more. Sargent County coming out of the halftime locker room, playing equally as aggressive as they have most of today's contest, as they've had 4 trips to the free throw line in this one. Good job getting Granholt to the corner there and trapped, but just unable to, or just, drawing the foul was Granholt, so unable to defend without fouling. As the Colts, this is Veely now. Gustafson, her drive, left alone underneath. I think she wanted to get it to Tazarek, and Dang just kind of left her alone. Yago, her drive, no good. Dang comes flying in for the board, poked away by Gustafson. Wangler, her mid-range jumper, left short. Tazarek and Dang fighting for the board. Saved, and Burseth, the one that comes away with it, gets it ahead to Gustafson. This is now Veely. Veely tipped, and it's going to be, I thought maybe it was touched there by Granholt off of the deflection from a Bulldog. Not sure which one got a tip on it. Gustafson's going to take a seat, as well as Anong Dang, as Tegan Olson is going to check in, and Lucy Marr also subbed in for Sargent County at the break. Burseth working on Olson. Big block there by Tegan Olson. Up ahead, this is Bogart. Bogart, again, going to go coast to coast. Good defense there by Steger. Burseth, and now Veely in transition. Stops, keeps her pivot foot, and good transition defense there by Tegan Olson as it just kind of winds up in her lap. Yago maybe blocked there by Tazarek. As a little bit of chaos here these last couple trips down the floor, but Steger steps back into a three. No good. Kadoon going to let that one ricochet out of bounds, as Kenley Allen and Abby Fisher going to check back into the game for Richland. 3:05 remaining in quarter number 3. Yago gets it now to Bogart. Back to Yago. Just able to cross the half line before the 10-second mark. And good little slip there by Lucy Marr as she gets her first points of today's contest. Good patience there. I believe that was Yago on the pass. Tazarek working on Olson. Olson again with the block. Burseth comes away with the offensive rebound. Tazarek, and we're going to have a timeout called, I believe. I've yet to see the signal. Yes, it is a timeout called by the Colts as Tazarek was crashing to the floor on that offensive rebound. As we will keep it here for the Bank North timeout called by the Richland Colts. So the Colts 4 points here in the second half, all coming from Ashley Steger. A little more balanced attack as Dang with a couple of free throws. Allison Yago with a bucket and a three-point play. Carly Kadoon, Lucy Marr with 2 points and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Mallory Bogart in this second half. So 2.5 remaining for the Colts. You're going to want to go on a run, try to narrow this deficit some. And Tazarek just able to get it off to Allen. As Allen, she is able to convert from the three-point line. She's now in double figures. She leads Tazarek. Good job jumping in front of that one. And she is going to be calling for the travel as she did a good shot fake and appeared to want to step through after already picking up her dribble. So Marr gets it to Bogart. Bogart throws it off of Tazarek, but Bogart was out of bounds first. So this full court pressure by the Colts has caused fits for Sargent County most of the second quarter, and now here the end of the third. Tazarek tried to go with the drop step, no good, or unable to do so as she throws it out of bounds, trying to kick it out. Excuse me. 45-21, Sargent County leads. Good pressure by the Colts, and Fisher tried to jump Yago when she spun. But that's going to be a foul from Fisher, her second, team's 5th. So that'll be a bonus free throw opportunity now. Allison Yago going to go to the line for a pair of free throws. 1 for 1 on her lone trip earlier in the quarter. First free throw, no good. Second free throw from Yago, rattles in. She's now got 4 points here in the game, in the quarter for Yago. Under 2 minutes remaining. Steger thought about it, gets it now to Fisher. Allen gets a screen from Burseff. Good roll there by Burseff. Kadoun and Tazarek go scrambling for it. Jump ball called as both players go tumbling to the floor. Possession stays with Richland. 17 left on the shot clock. Up top, this is Steger. Her three-point jumper rattles around, no good. Kadoun gets the board, gets it ahead now to Yago, to Olsen. Olsen dumps it off to Bogart. Bogart works her way around to the left side, gets the screen from Kadoun. Switch now is Fisher guarding. Down low, this is Olsen. Olsen off glass, no good. Marr, offensive rebound to Zarek. Gets the deflection and the rebound, but she steps out of bounds. So we'll have a turnover as she will take a seat. And question on the shot clock, and they do reset the shot clock. So fresh clock here for Sargent County. Bogart in the corner, her three-point jumper, up and good. 5 triples now for Mallory Bogart, as she now has 21 points here on the evening. Fisher, her mid-range jumper, no good. Yago fighting for the board. Marr comes away with it. Kadoun up ahead now to Bogart. Bogart all the way to the rack, no good. A good defense there by Allen, as Mallory Bogart had a couple of chances here in this third quarter in transition, and maybe deflected there by Wangler. And floats from Allen, no good. Marr maybe mistimed her jump. Fisher comes down with it. Gustafson deflected. Olsen, Fisher fighting for it. Gustafson, and stolen here off the deflection by Mallory Bogart. So Bogart had a couple of looks in transition, and this time able to spin that one up and in. 23 points now for Mallory Bogart. Lead up to 30 for Sargent County. Under 10 on the game clock. Allen all the way to the bucket is Allen. No good. Olsen comes away with the board. And that'll do it through 3 quarters of play as Sargent County leads this one 51-21. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with our final quarter of action. You're watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
51-21 the score here as Sargent County leads big over the Colts. As we look ahead to what both teams have after this one, Colts going to have 3 of their final 4 games at home. They host Enderlin on Monday before traveling to Oaks next Thursday. Those are the final 2 district games for the Colts before finishing their season against Edgeley, Colm, Montpelier, and Wahpeton, both of those games being at home. For Sargent County, their last road game is on Monday when they take on the Hankinson Pirates before returning home next Thursday in what is shaping up to be the game to win the number 1 seed going into the District 1 tournament, as they take on Maple River over in North Sargent on Thursday. They will finish their regular season the following week, taking on Tri-State and Lisbon. So with the 30-point margin, we will have running clock here for the remainder of the fourth quarter. So expect to see that zip by. Cadoon, her three-point shot, no good. Wangler down low to Dang. This is Cadoon, her shot no good. Rebound there by Burseth, tried to get in the head to Gustafson, but deflected. Bogart thought about the three, dribble drive, takes it all the way to the rack, and she gets that one to go. Might as well keep her night rolling. She now has 25, shaping up to be our Enbridge player of the game. We'll see how this one finishes up. In the corner, that shot by Gustafson, no good. Up ahead, this is Bogart. Bogart stops, backs up to the three-point line. Sargent County going to try and run through their offensive set. Down low, this is Dang, just a little too far underneath the basket as that one goes off of the backboard. Steger gets it now to, that was Granhold. Burseth, her shot no good. Fighting for the board is Burseth. She gets it and gets it to fall as she's going to go to the free throw line now for a chance at a three-point play. And Dang was the one called for the foul as Burseth able to get that one to go. She's now got 7 points. Wangler, Wessler, Dang, and Anang Dang, her first points from the floor in a while. She's now got 8. She did have 2 free throws back in the third quarter. Granholt gets it to Veely. This is Gustafson. Granholt. Near side, this is Steger. Granholt, 15 left on the shot clock. Almost ties up. We've got a look down low. Burseth up top, just inside the three-point line is Granholt. Dang with the board. See how much longer Sargent County wants to roll with their starting 5. Wessler, no good. Dang, unable to get that put back to go. Gustafson tried to get it ahead to Granholt. Ball poked around before Veely eventually comes away with it. Steger. Corner now. Gustafson, her baseline drive. Deflected, gonna get deflect off of Granholt after Wangler got a fingertip on it. A slew of substitutions. We'll try to get all of those covered here as Claire Wessler and Carly Cadoon appear to have finished their final home game here in Milner. As we look at who is on the floor first, we'll look at Sargent County as Allison Yago, Tegan Olson, Lucy Marr, the 3 players who have seen action tonight are on the floor. Also got 8th grader Rose Workin as Olson able to just rip that rebound away as she tried to get it to Marr. Marr missed the shot. Olson gets the offensive rebound and put back. But Yago, Olson, and Marr, continuing players. Hallie Finkston in on the action right there as she deflects that one out of bounds. Possession will stay here with the Colts. So Finkston and Workin, the other 5, or the other 2 making up the 5 on the floor for Sargent County. Kenley Allen, her 3-point jumper, no good. Olson comes away with the rebound, gets it ahead to Rose Workin. Workin now to Finkston. Down low, this is Olson. Olson unable to secure possession. She's just going to throw that off of Violet Hermansley, who checked in during that slew of substitutes. Ella Bixby coming in for Allison Yago. So Kenley Allen, Shelby Granholt, Abby Fisher, Violet Hermansley, and Avery Gustafson on the floor. And we're going to have a foul called on Hallie Finkston. 3 minutes remaining. Granholt gets it now to Allen. Gustafson, Granholt. Allen down low. This is Fisher. Fisher fighting against Bixby, and Olsen, another big block as Olsen gonna run in transition. And Olsen gets that one to go. 6 points here for Tegan Olsen. And she's also added about 2 or 3 blocks in this one as well. Fisher, left-hand shot, no good. Working. Gets the board, and while they're fighting down low for it, we do get a timeout called by Sargent County. We'll see what they call. They call a full one. So we will take time with them as this timeout brought to you by Bank North. Find out more at banknorth.bank. We'll be right back as Sargent County looks to finish this one out against the Colts.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
59-24 as we've got about 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. As both teams have gone to their benches to finish this one out. Rayleigh Odegaard, number 20, checking in to the game, as well as Haley Anderson, number 15, checking in for Sargent County. Odegaard gets it to Finkston. Finkston gets it ahead to Bixby. This is Odegaard. Anderson swings to Bixby. This is Finkston. Working in the corner. Working her drive and deflected. I believe that was Avery Gustafson. It was. So substitution here as Ashley Steeker back into the game. Or excuse me, no, that was number 20. That was Stella Veely who came into the game. Lakin Allen on the floor. She checked in during that break. Bixby, 5 left on the shot clock. Working, unable to secure the pass as that one goes out of bounds. Gustafson, this is Kenley Allen now on the floor. Tries to get it to Hermansley, but Workin comes away with the basketball for Sargent County. Under 90 seconds to go. Finkston gets it to Bixby. This is Odegaard, now to Workin. Finkston, 15 left on the shot clock. Bixby to Odegaard, 10 left. Odegaard, her drive, gets it to Workin up top. This is Bixby. Bixby tried to get it down low to Finkston, and Kenley Allen is the one who comes away with the steal, and Ella Bixby picks up the foul, her first, team's third, as time continues to roll off. Make sure you stay tuned for our post-game coverage. You'll hear from our Enbridge player of the game, as well as take a look at the Agassiz Precision Egg play of the game. And we'll wrap this thing up as Sargent County looks to go 4-0 in district play. Kenley Allen's three-point shot, no good. Rayleigh Odegaard gets the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Sargent County can just hold to let the time roll away. So Sargent County going to pick up their 8th win of the season. The Colts drop to 7-8. Bulldogs 8-7. 4-0 in district play for Sargent County. 3-2 for the Colts. As Workin gonna just dribble out the basketball, and that'll do it as Sargent County wins this one 59-24. Stay tuned and we'll be right back with post-game coverage you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
I want to welcome you into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. I'm joined by our Enbridge player of the game, Mallory Bogart. Mallory, you finished with 25 points here tonight. What was working for you on the offensive side of the floor?
I think just pushing the ball, getting to the free throw line, and shooting.
You know, you were able to connect with 5 threes, so the shooting was definitely a plus for you here this evening. So you guys pick up district win number 4 on the year. Got a couple of them left. What do you guys have to do to finish off this district schedule?
I think just keep coming out, starting like this, and playing 4 quarters.
So it is senior night here from the MAC. Claire Wessler, Carly Cadoon playing their final games here at home. What can you say about being able to play with those 2 seniors here during your career?
Yeah, I've been in the gym with them since I was in 7th grade, so the last 2 years. And I just think they've taught me a lot on and off the court, and it's nice to have them in the gym.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win. Our Enbridge player of the game, Mallory Bogart. We'll be right back with more post-game coverage here on your live event.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Want to thank our Enbridge player of the game, Mallory Bogart, for joining us, as Enbridge is our sponsor for player of the game. Life takes energy, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. As Bogart finished with 25 points here on the evening to help lead her team to the 59-24 victory. As we look at other scoring in this one, Carly Cadoon finished with 14 points for the Bulldogs, as she was the other player in double figures. The only player in double figures for the Colts was Kenley Allen. She finished with 10. Some other scoring in this one, Allison Iago finished with 4. Claire Wessler, 2. Anang Dang with 8. Tegan Olson, 6. Lucy Marr with 2. And for the Colts, Shelby Granholt was able to get a free throw. Abby Fisher, a bucket. Ashley Steger with 4 points, and Bianca Burseth with 7. So 19-5, 14-9 18-7, 8-3 as the quarter breakdown here in this one, as Sargent County with the 59-24 victory. Take a look at our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Agassiz Precision Ag is your local precision planting dealer located in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 for more information. Our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game comes courtesy of Mallory Bogart, as with time expiring, she was able to hoist up a 3 and get that one to go. I think that was back in the third quarter as part of her 8 points in the third quarter of action. Colts back at home on Monday, taking on the Enderlin Eagles, traveling to Oaks on Thursday. Sargent County traveling to Hankinson on Monday, hosting the Maple River Raiders on Thursday, in what could be a deciding game for the District 1 tournament. I want to thank Jackson Christensen for helping me out behind the camera. Make sure you tune in to yourliveevent.com for all future action. On the call for this one, as Sargent County pulls away with the victory, I am Nick Furch. Thank you, and have a good night.